Yo, what's up YouTube? Today I want to be talking about RBG groups and how you get in them. But real quick, I want to let you guys know that I am actually streaming every single weekday now on twitch.tv/cartoons live. The streaming schedule is on the screen right now. Be sure to check that out. Come by, say hi. We're going to be doing a lot of different things, and I want you guys to be able to be a part of that. So be sure to come by and hang out on my streams whenever I'm live. But beyond that, I want to be talking about RBG groups and how to get in them, how to get started in that, because at the beginning of the season, I had no credibility in the RBG community. I had no possible way of getting to higher ratings, and then now, as of a couple days ago, I actually hit 2200 rating in RBGs, so I'm actually getting that elite gear now. I'm getting a 905 base item level piece every single week, and it's super valuable to be doing RBGs because it's very efficient in terms of artifact power in order to be able to get that high rating in RBGs, and also just be playing them in general. Like, you get a lot if you win, right? So how do you get into RBG groups? How do you convince good leaders, good groups to take you? And I feel like this video is going to be talking a lot to people that are either new to PvP, new to the game, or like just want to get better. And I feel like there's a few tips I want to go through. I'm going to go through 3 tips I feel like is very important for this. The very first one that I want to talk about is actually just like learning your class, like straight up, like learning the most optimal way, the most high DPS, the high healing per second ways to play your class, whether that's talent specs, whether that's actual specs like Arcane versus Frost Mage or Fire Mage, playing Sub versus Assassination Rogues, playing Havoc Demon Hunter, or maybe playing FC Demon Hunter as Vengeance. There's a lot of ways that you have to really learn, and if you play any kind of PvP or rating right now, which is probably a lot of the people that are watching this video, the best way that I can explain it is the more and more you practice your DPS rotations and your priorities and the way you play your class in a rating boss, you know, your parses or whatever, that is the same type of progression that you will have as you progress into RBGs. So you'll learn different ways to kind of be better at your class, right? So for me, I actually started as Frost, and I learned that Arcane Mage is actually better in RBGs, and I'm able to do a lot more damage as Arcane. So as Arcane, I'm actually able to top the damage meters, and I learned this over time. It took me about 2 months to figure out all this stuff. But pretty much all you do, like the way to be super efficient with Arcane Mage is your Arcane Explosion 4 times, you get to 4 charges, then you pop Arcane Power, you Arcane Explosion on as many targets as possible, and you use Barrage with Resonance. When your Arcane Power is over, you use Barrage, and then you use Arcane Orb, try to get that back up, get those charges going, get that Arcane Explosion going again, and then you Barrage again if you don't have any mana or Arcane Orb, and you just keep doing that over and over and over. And that's how you do a huge amount of damage. But I didn't know that when I started playing. I didn't know that when I started playing Arcane Mage for the very first time in RBGs. But now I'm topping damage meters in extremely high rated groups, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well for myself in RBGs right now. So the top way that you can learn your class is really just like trial and error. Get into any group possible, whether that's low rating or high rating, and honestly just play the game to the best of your ability. Now, I want to talk about the second tip, which is a little bit different from just gameplay, because there's a lot of politics in RBGs. There's a lot of kind of making friends. There's a lot of, if you make an enemy, you may not get into an RBG group. If you disagree with the leader's decision, you may not get into that RBG group. There's a lot of ways that you can kind of screw yourself or do yourself a favor by kind of just being friendly. So that is actually the tip, is just be friendly or don't talk it off. If you're a negative person, you don't like to talk to people, or any, like if you're introverted, whatever it is, like just choose to not talk to people. Keep your mic muted, keep your sound muted if that bothers you too, if that distracts you from your gameplay. In fact, most of my coming up in RBGs, actually I didn't even join voice. It's not recommended to do that. However, I play a lot better whenever I don't join voice, and I actually got Gladiator last season by playing no voice 3v3. So my argument was that I just didn't want to join voice because I play a lot better whenever I don't have voice. In the higher ratings, it's kind of required, so it's not really a long-term solution, but if there's benefits to you not joining voice, whether that's you don't insult the leader for his idiotic decision at 1600 rating, or like whatever it is, it's just understanding how you communicate to people and then kind of catering to the point where you can get into that group again, or you can make a friend with the leader, and he invites you back whenever he's forming again later. Like whatever it is, it's important for you to know that you need to find a way to make friends within the community, because this game, especially in the RBGs, requires so many people and requires so many social interactions with people that it's important for you to be part of that social structure, that community, because you can't solo queue RBGs. It's not that simple. You have to convince people to let you in their groups, and you have to be their friends in order to do that. So yeah, honestly, just be their friends, but also be a good player to back that up. So I feel like that's really, really important. And last but not least, one that sounds a little bit more cliche, but is actually so important, and that's to be consistent. So the reason why I'm currently on one of the top RPG main teams in the game right now is not because I'm the best mage in the world or the best RPG mage in the world, but honestly because I'm really consistent. Like, I log on a lot. I log on and play the game, I enjoy the game, and I want to play RPGs pretty often. And I think that to a leader that's been established for multiple years really does offer a lot of value, because you are pretty much there all the time. Whenever they look at their friends list and they're like, I should form an RPG group soon, they're able to just kind of look at their friends list, see you on, and then you just get invited. Like, it's really consistent. Whenever you are on all the time or on often, even like when you're off work and you commit to being a part of an RPG group, that like, if you have that kind of conversation, it's important to know that like you should be on, be held accountable to your time that you say you're going to be there. Stick to your word. It's very much like a raiding team, guys. It's really, really similar in a lot of ways. And with that being said, like, it's important that if you're going to form RPGs at 7 p.m. EST on Thursday, you better be there, because if you're not, they're going to find someone else, and that's not what you want when you're trying to climb the ladder on the RPG system. You want to be consistent. You want to attend. You want to be a part of whatever it is that they're doing, because it's important for a team. It's important for a team to know that when they say that you're going to be on, you should be on. Okay, it's important for a team leader to know that. And honestly, guys, tip number 4 that's not in this video is actually to, like, if none of this works for you, like, you don't care, you want to be super negative in voice comms, or like, I don't know, you suck, but you want to get into a good group, like, start your own group. I don't know. It's just like, if you feel like you deserve a better group and you feel like the leaders don't do it for you right now, start your own group. Do it. It's actually super, super beneficial for the community for there to be new leaders in the group system, because that offers more competition, which is better for everybody else. So again, if you don't vibe with any of this stuff, if you want to play once a week whenever the hell you feel like it, log on, start a group, and win the games. That's really like what it comes down to if you're just a leader. People will resonate with you being a leader if they join your group and you win. That's the only metric that matters. So I hope that like all this information helped you guys. I feel like the RPG system it takes a lot of time to kind of get integrated and to get high rated on a regular basis and get invited to those groups. But once you get there, you have a reputation for yourself. People know you're a good player, and they will respect you and they will vouch for you whenever you get into a new group that may not know that. So I hope this helped anyone out there that's trying to get into RPGs. If you did, be sure to give a thumbs up on this video, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel for future videos that are coming out, and be sure to come to my live streams if you haven't already checked that out. I'm doing it every single weekday. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.